Hey, True Believers England Teen here. Now, I want to do a bit of a, I don't know, I guess it's a really that bad episode. I wondered if I would get washed out or blacked out by the window behind me here. Anyway, yeah, this is me in the new place. And this is the first video since the move. But I got this at an Ollie's, and I said, you know what, I've heard a lot about this. Of course, Age of Ultron, the movie, was based on this book. Thumbnail. Okay, so anyway, and I thought I never read it. Yeah, there are books that I actually haven't read, so I figured let's give this thing a try. I was a little nervous because Brian Michael Bendis' name is on this, but then I'm like, okay, the other guys, maybe they pick up for it. I wanted to do it like this because normally, you know, I show the covers and the pages of the comic as I'm talking through everything, but I kind of wanted to do it like this because not only do I want to review the story of Age of Ultron, I want to talk about this book in particular because I've only really ever encountered one other hardcover, trade paper, but whatever you want to call it, that was like this, and it pissed me off then, and this pissed me off here. So when you look on the back of it, right at the bottom, it's got everything that's in this book, and I was like really excited because I'm like, oh my gosh, this seems like it's the whole story. Okay, it collects Avengers 12.1, Age of Ultron 1 through 10, and 10 AI is what it says. Avengers Assemble 14 and 15, Fantastic Four number 5, Fearless Defenders number 4, Superior Spider-Man number 6, Ultron number 1, Uncanny Avengers number 8, and Wolverine and the X-Men number 27. So I'm figuring right here we've got the whole Ultron story, and I was excited. Okay, cool. I want everything because I'm like that. Even with Crisis on Infinite Earths, I love to read the first issue, and then it'll have a list of books. Okay, I'm going to go read those, and then I'll move in because you get sometimes the crossovers, especially back then, actually have stories that tie in, but you don't want them tying in too much because really all you want is the central storyline. So I'm very excited that the whole story is here. So I start reading. It opens up with these bad guys. They found a robot or a warrior of sorts that they're talking about. This right here, and the Avengers come in. They got Spider-Woman all trapped up. The Avengers come in to stop them, and they say, "What the hell are you messing with?" And, they burst in here. And it turns out, of course, that what they were messing with was Ultron. And everybody's like, oh my gosh, because Ultron is supremely powerful. And he ends up managing to escape when he and Thor gets into a fight. And Tony is scared off his ass. And I love this bit. We're not going to find him. That's not how this works. Ultron is smarter than all of us. Not any of us. I love that. That was good by Bendis. I've got to give Bendis props here. He says, all of us. There's nothing I know that any of us knows that it doesn't. He will unveil himself to us when he is ready. And when he is ready, it will be because he has brought the human apocalypse. I have seen the future. This is going to happen. And there's nothing we can do to stop it. I actually like that. Like I said, he said all, not any, because any of us is like, any one of us, he's smarter than, but he's smarter than all, meaning the combined knowledge of everybody Tony in the Avengers or Tony Stark knows, Ultron knows more. And then it immediately cuts to the fact that, yes, indeed, Ultron has brought upon us the human apocalypse. Right away, and I kind of dug that. I kind of dug the fact that, okay, they're not messing around. When he returned, he brought the human apocalypse, and we see all the missings and everything like that. This is a Nick Fury underground bunker that was off the grid, so Ultron can't find it. And then it turns into a time story, one of those time loop kind of things, butterfly effect sort of. They go back to change one thing. When they come back, it's just another bad guy that won because since they got rid of Ultron at conception, the Vision wasn't there to stop another bad guy, and that's what this boils down to. It's a time that kind of lost me right there. I was not in that's where it was like, okay, at this point in time, not intended or intended, which makes me sound more clever. Anyway, at this point in time, I was like, okay, it lost its magic. It wasn't bad, but it did lose its magic. There were a couple of scenes, though, going through that I actually thought were pretty cool. Finding out that the Vision was basically a pawn. The Giant Man Wolverine fight, I kind of dug on that as well. The Hank Pym. So there was a lot good in this book. I got to tell you, I did not hate it. I don't think I've said that yet. At the 540 mark, I'm going to tell you, I did not hate this book as much as I thought I would. I've heard there's a lot of hate around it. I didn't feel that. Now, I mean, granted, it lost me to the point where I was no longer like, wow, this is really cool. This has got a lot of good ideas, and there's a lot of good things here. So I didn't mind that kind of thing. You know, it's got good art. I got to tell you, I wasn't hating on this book. It just, well, it's good, it's bad. You take the both, and there you have the facts of life. But overall, I just started feeling a little, been there, done that. Okay, bought the T-shirt. Let's go. And that's one of the problems with these time paradox, time loop kind of things where they go back and forth. If they're not done properly, it can actually feel repetitive. And I started feeling that towards the end. Overall, though, would I say I would recommend the 10-issue storyline, and mark what I'm saying right here because we're going to talk about the rest in just a touch. Yeah, actually, if you can find it cheap enough. I mean, in all honesty, I think I paid $10 for this, which, you know, it's a hardcover book with all these issues in there. So if you could find it for that, I found it at Ollie's, then it's definitely worth the price. It was originally priced at $75. No way in hell could I ever recommend it at that price. Holy crap, this was priced at $75 freaking dollars. That's way too damned expensive for this. Okay, but I mean, how many books are in there if you think about it? I guess, let's see, Avengers number 12, Ultron 1 through 10, that's 11, and 10A, that's 12, Avengers Symbol 14 and 15, what's that, 14? Fantastic Four number 5, that's 15, Fearless Defenders number 4, that's 16, Superior Spider-Man 17, let's see, Ultron 1, that's 18, Uncanny Avengers 19, Wolverine and the X-Men 20. So you're getting for about $3.50 each, an issue in here. Problem, though, and this is where I had my big problem. Not with the story, which I told you, not the greatest in the world, but it's not as bad as I heard. The problem is that the way they edit the book, I was done. In all honesty, I got to tell you, I did not read anything but 1 through 10. And do you know why? Why? Thank you for asking. Okay, let me tell you why. Because the rest of the story, the rest of the books, are after. They go Ultron 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, all the way up to number 10, and then at the back of the book, they put all those extra ones, and they're telling you how Ultron took over the world, and it starts off with Miles Morales right here. And they're telling you all this really cool shit about how it was taken over. By the way, that would freak you out, wouldn't it? Great art, by the way. And by that time, I was done. Oh, here's Angela. In the West, cries Angela. So anyway, and I was like, I don't want to read, because I tried. And I was like, no, I've already done that. I've been there. The emotional weight of whatever would have been in these issues are done because I now know how the story ends. If they had weaved these individual issues through the story where they were supposed to be, so it was one clear-cut narrative from beginning to end, it would have worked out, but they didn't do that. Instead, they gave it to you at the end, so it's an optional thing, and I guess I could see why some people would like it. But at the very least, at the beginning of the individual issues, then they could put read before or read after that particular issue. Or anywhere they could have given you a proper reading order which they don't do in any of the opening pages. If they gave you a proper reading order, then you could go back and forth if you wanted to. Unfortunately, that's not done here. So there you go. I overall like I said, if you can find it at Ollie's, I can recommend it. It's a good buy. It really is, for $10. If you're thinking about spending $75 on this, hit yourself in the head with a tack hammer. Not really, okay. Old Man Comics does not condone tack hammer head hitting. But you really got to think about your life choices and how you spend your money. For $75, you can actually get a decent back issue with a decent first appearance or something like that. Alrighty, anyway, there you go. That's my review of the Age of Ultron, not just the story, which, once again, great art, decent enough story to carry you over, but not as bad as what I heard. Definitely not a classic. If it wasn't for the movie bringing the title in, which had nothing to do with the comic, I don't think people would be remembering Age of Ultron at all. Anyway, there you go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Please comment, and like. Interaction with the videos definitely helps the channel, so please help out in that. Even if you're just saying, hey, how you doing? Or you suck, or what the hell happened to that hat you walking band roll on. Anything along those lines. Bald jokes are always welcome. Don't forget also, if you don't mind helping out the channel, to go on over to Patreon or to Ko-Fi, drop $1 in the till. It's like a tip. I'd like to thank everybody who's already done that, and to everyone, all of the true believers, thank you very, very much for watching.